Is it really possible to make $100,000 on your first year on Amazon? The answer is yes, but I'm not only going to tell you this, I'm going to prove it to you. We're going to go into one of my Seller Central accounts and I'm going to show you how we made for our newest brand that was launched in 2018, $100,000 in profits in our first 12 months. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sharon. I'm a 7-figure Amazon FBA seller, a mother, a wife, an entrepreneur, and an FBA coach. I made this channel so I can share information on Amazon FBA and on entrepreneurship. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you also know when I bring out more videos. So I'm going to keep it real and I'm not going to pretend that it is easy. Amazon is not something that is easy. It is not a quick get rich quick type scheme. Just because we were able to make $100,000 in profits in the first year of launching this brand doesn't mean that we were sitting on a beach in Thailand sipping on pina coladas all day long. It doesn't work like that. We put a lot of hard effort and work into this brand and all of our brands on Amazon. The reason I have chosen to share the numbers from this brand with you is because it is from 2018 up to 2019, which is something that is for a new seller who's looking to get into selling on Amazon in 2020, something that you can rely on and see that if I was able to do it, why can't you? Now, I am going to put a disclaimer and say I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not promising you that you are going to do this. I don't know you. But I know that with my traits and the fact that I am a go-getter, the fact that I do and I don't just speak, the fact that I put in 100% into my businesses, that is what helped me to get to where I am today. I'm also going to say that cash flow is also something that helped us, because if you don't have money, this business is not for you. But less talking, more showing, let's get into my computer. Alright, so we are now inside of my computer. I have created this Excel sheet, basically. I literally went in and grabbed every single payment details that we've received and punched it into here. Now, the payments and the numbers that you are seeing here is the first 12 months of this account that I'm focusing on, the first 12 months of payments. So this is not revenue, this is after we paid Amazon, okay, how much money Amazon had paid us every 2 weeks. Okay, so it's the entire first 12 months. So you can see here, of course I'm going to show you all of this also in my Seller Central account, so you'll see that, you know, all these numbers are real. You'll see here $126,000 was paid out in the first 1 year, okay, in total. Which was $232,000 in revenue for the first 12 months of this product, of this brand, not this product, sorry, of this brand, which was a brand new account that we had made, which is a total of 8,883 units. All right, of course, I'm going to show you all of this. The net profit ended up being almost $100,000 in profit, and I'll explain to you guys everything very shortly. But I really feel that, you know, the main purpose of me sharing this with you, because it isn't easy for me to share numbers on the internet. You know, you never know when you're putting out numbers who's watching it. So I don't feel comfortable in doing this, but I feel that maybe by doing this, it will help somebody to be motivated, to be realistic, to, you know, set goals, to work harder, to, you know, make those sacrifices, you know, whatever it is that you need to be able to give you that boost to actually, you know, start moving things and start working on this. But I also think it's really important that people be very, very realistic. And the numbers you see here are very realistic. I will say that our profit margin for this brand is extremely, well, it's not extremely, but it is very high. Okay, I think it's over 45% if I'm not mistaken. But the cost of product is $3.20, including shipping. That is only the cost of having the product made, which is including the packaging of it and the shipping. The products in this niche are very small products, and they're able to be sold for a lot higher because of our differentiation and our branding. Okay, our branding was, and this is why you see in my videos and in my group, my Facebook group, and when I coach, and really go hard on speaking about differentiation and branding, and how much branding, you know, can really make a difference for how you present your product. Presentation of your listing can really impact the amount of money that you're able to sell the product for. So I can tell you, when we started the first product in this brand, it was only selling for like $24, which is still a lot of money for a $3.20 product, right? But today it's sold for $29. So, and there were also periods of times where we were able to get away with $32. So the point is that we started off lower, but you know, today we're what, a year and a half later for this brand, and you know, the specific initial product that we launched here is sold a lot more than for a lot more. So we also, you know, we don't have to sell hundreds of units a day to be able to make a really nice profit from this. And this account and this brand is very realistic for someone who is looking to get into Amazon in 2020, because it's not the same as when we launched products in, you know, early 2017 or late 2016. Definitely not the same. Amazon has changed. It's not that it's harder or easier, it's just changed. It's just you need to adapt consistently with Amazon to changes, to a new way. You consistently need to learn and keep up with all the changes. So I'm going to show you everything here. Okay, everything here is going to be backed up by proof for all the people that need it. And I also think that it's important when you're following someone to know that they're not full of crap. So this, you can see here on the left, I put in photography 1,500. I am focusing, this video is all around the first year on Amazon for a new seller. Even though I was not a new seller when we launched this, and even though it was not my first year on Amazon, it was a first year for this brand, and it was the first year for this account. So in the first 12 months of launching this product, this brand, we only launched 2 products. Okay, it was only 2. So photography only cost, you can see here, 1,500. And I'll be honest, it wasn't actually photography. It was very high-end Photoshop, and it was Shutterstock images and very high-end Photoshop and 3D mock-ups of the packaging and of the product, which our presentation was really beautiful. And so that's why it's only 1,500. I forgot to put in here the packaging of, like, the graphics designing of the packaging cost 160, so 80 for each product. 1 year on Helium 10 is around $1,000. 1 year on Feedback WHIZ is around $180. So I've put that here just so you can get, you know, an understanding of things that we paid for, because all of the things that are around the product have already been accounted for, because the money that we see here is money that Amazon paid us. So after Amazon took their cut for PPC for everything, this is the amount that we received for every 2 weeks. So again, this isn't a video on how much money do you need in order to make money on Amazon. I just put this here so you can sort of get an understanding. This is a video focused around how much what is possible. A lot more than this is also possible, yeah? But what is realistic and what can happen in your first year on Amazon, backed up with proof, okay? Anyway, this new product came into stock in June, but I only actually started really working on it in July, and just because I had a lot of things going on at that time, and I wasn't even expecting to be launching this brand, and it just kind of happened. You'll need to watch other videos I've made to understand that and understand why. Anyway, so in the first month, okay, of selling, we had received for the very first payment $123, and the second payment, which was the end, so after 4 weeks, $1,900. And I will show you guys the unavailable balance that Amazon loves to take every 2 weeks. So anyway, as you can see, this is the amount of money that we had been paid out from Amazon. After I take out the almost 30K that was paid to the suppliers for the product, we're left over with $98,000, just $1,800 shy of $100,000 in profits on the first year for this brand. Okay, so let's go in and have a look. So this was the revenue made. I just want to show you guys so you can see. Okay, from the 1st of the 6th, so from the 1st of June 2018 until the 1st of June 2019. All right, you can see it's loading, it's all live. $232,000 in sales and 8,883 units sold. Okay, that was in the first 1 year of this. Anyway, so this was the first 12 months. Now, this is what a statement looks like. And just so you can see it's all live. What can I click on? There you go. Okay. This is from August 12th until August 26th of 2018. What you see here is, it says beginning balance. So it's $4,131 was carried over from the last balance. And then where it says orders, it's $9,000 in sales. So this is in revenue for this period of time, which is 2 weeks, 14 days. Minus promo rebates. So rebates is the coupons that we sell. We have the coupons that we have on these products. Amazon fees is the FBA fees, including the referral fee. Money that we've received here is either for gift wrapping or shipping or whatever it may be. It's Prime, but if they don't have Prime, then maybe they added money, obviously, to shipping, etc. Product charges, okay, you can see that here, which is for refunds, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And then we've got here advertising, which is PPC. And then you've got this number. This number, the 9,300, is including this 4,000. And then, so we're supposed to be receiving $9,000 for the period of these 2 weeks, but we only actually received 5,634, okay, which was in August 12th. And if we go back to here, you'll see here, 5,634. Okay, sorry, we received that in end of August. So, and if I look at now at the next payment, you can see that this next payment has started with the unavailable balance from the last statement. Okay, so this is how it works. So sometimes it may take even 2 months. It really depends on how well you start selling from day one. We're very lucky that, luck. It's not that we're lucky. I did start working really hard on it once I took things together and started in July last year, and did start putting time into this brand. And we're lucky that it did start selling from day one. And we were really, really smart in our branding and our differentiation that we were able to do that. So we did see money in the first month. A lot of you may not see money until 2 months. You may have an unavailable balance. It really depends on your sales. Okay, so you can see this is from September 10th, 4,700. So September 4,700. Okay, I don't want to bore you all in showing you, a lot of these. Let's just go to January 2019. Okay, so I've gone to January 2019, 5,533. January. It must have been paid. Hold on, let's see. It was paid at end of January, which is why I had put it on February, because it was the beginning of February. So 5,533. Etc. So I really went and took all of these. You can see February, we were paid this on February 25th, 5,167, 5,167. So I've now gone to the last payment that I'm including for this video, which is from until June. So it was paid on June 3rd, 2019. $10,000. I want you to remember 10,203, 10,0203, okay? So let's also remember that the numbers we're seeing here is after we had paid Amazon, okay? So it's not yet profit because it's not minus the cost of product, but it is after paying Amazon for PPC and everything else that we had paid for. The cost of product, the way that I came up with this number is like this. When you make your first order, usually it is for a lower amount, and you may even do air shipping. I mean, a lower amount is in lower MOQ, and usually you may, well, not usually, but a lot of people may do air shipping, which we did for this. And initially the cost of product was more expensive than this. what happens is as the year goes by and as time passes, you start making larger and larger and larger orders, and you start also shipping them, logistics wise, you start calculating how early should you be making an order so that you can sea ship it, which is extremely cheap compared to air shipping. And then what happens is your MOQ is able to go down. So the way that I got this number was that I took from the first order until the last order that was close to this date, the amount of money that we had paid to our suppliers, and I divided it by this amount, and that is how I came up with this number. I am going to say that we did spend more on this because remember that at this time of June 2019, we did have inventory sitting in Amazon that had not sold yet that we did pay for. Okay, so but that is not how you calculate this. So anyway, never mind. The point is that there was $100,000 made in profits in the first year, and if we take out of here the fact that this profit margin for this brand really is quite high, let's just go with a worst case, not worst case, but a different scenario. Let's pretend that your profit margin was 30%. This is about 43% profit margin, which is amazing and not that realistic. Okay, it is our situation, but if we try and compare it to, let's say, 30%, which is what the average Amazon FBA seller has. Okay, so if I take that, if we calculate what 30% of that would have been, it would have been almost $70,000. Okay, so it's $30K less, but $70,000 in profit on your first year on Amazon, where 90% of the people do it as a side hustle in their first year. That's still amazing, and this was only for 2 products that we had launched. Okay, I had a lot going on in this specific year, and I had only launched 2 products into this brand. Today there's more, but the point is that the more you launch, the more cash flow you will need, the more money we consistently reinvested more and more and more to get to where we've gotten to in general in our Amazon businesses, everything together. We've reinvested a lot of money. And another thing I'd like you to take from this video is also cash flow is needed, right? Because every time that you are about to sell out, you should have already paid for more inventory, and eventually, instead of ordering 1,000 here or 500 there, you do start ordering, at least we do, 4,000 pieces in order to get that MOQ, that cost per unit down. And even if you send, like let's say 30% to Amazon and have 70% sitting in a third-party warehouse in America, which we have really good rates for, that's okay. It really depends on, how big your product is, and that really does depend. But I just wanted to show you all what a realistic number can look like for 2020. If we were able to do this with a brand from 2018 to 2019, the game hasn't changed that dramatically from 2018 to now, and this is definitely something that you can do. And this is backed up. I've showed you guys numbers. This is backed up with proof. This isn't just someone sitting down and throwing numbers at you. These are realistic numbers. This is something that can be done. It is not passive. There is nothing passive about selling on Amazon, and I hate these videos that I see out there saying that it's passive. Nothing is passive about it. Eventually, after a few years, it becomes more automated, and you're able to get VAs, and you're able to, you're not as, once your brand's very, very established, and you've come to a point where you're like, okay, this is where I want to be, cash flow wise, this is also all I'm willing to invest into this, I need to start pulling money out as well. And, then it can start to be automated. It takes about 2.5 years or so to get there. Okay, so it's still not passive though. Yes, I wake up in the morning and I've made sales overnight, and yes, that is, amazing, but I still work hard and still need to be on top of things. Passive income is when you have no effort. Okay, there is still a lot of effort here. There is still a lot of things that we have to keep on top of. So this isn't passive, but this is, for me, freedom. I do have freedom. I can do this. All of the money that we make is online. I can do this from anywhere in the world, which is amazing. I'm a mum, so I'm not really going anywhere. But even when I'm overseas on holiday, you know, for let's say a week in whatever country I may be, I am making money during that week and I'm not working during that week. But when I come back, I still do put, you know, time and effort and say, okay, what's going on? What's happened? Does a customer need anything, etc.? Okay, like what color's doing best? What do I need to reorder? All that kind of stuff that I personally don't have someone doing that for me, and I personally do that. My husband and I, we're a husband-wife team, and we do that ourselves. Okay, you don't have to get VAs. If you're a control freak like me, it's probably going to be impossible for you to do that. One day we may. At this point in time, it's not the case. But yeah, so that is what a first year on Amazon can most definitely look like. These numbers can also be a lot more. It really, really depends. They can also be a lot less if you have, you know, launched a product that is very, very saturated, or you didn't differentiate enough, or, you know, something happened along the way. These numbers can also be a lot less. I do want to just show you guys this. You'll see that from October and November, okay, over here, October and November, the payout became really, really low. I'll also show you guys that live. Okay, so you can see October 21st. The numbers suddenly went down. We were dealing with here, and this is about when we had launched the second product, and we were dealing with here with a fake IP infringement claim. We had then had a few weeks later a hijacker. We were really being attacked. And these numbers came from the second product that we had launched. But it can also show you that even when you're going through a shitty time, okay, you can pull through it. And if I show you, you know, numbers from, so you can see here, 4007 in January, 4007, okay? So you can see that even when you're going through a bad month or a bad 2 months, you don't judge Amazon over, you know, a 1 month period or a 2 month period. You judge it over a year. Okay, at the end of the year, we almost made $100,000 in profits from this brand. And the fact that we had 2 really tough months with this brand, and I remember that, and I remember, you know, having to go back and forth with Amazon and the issues that we had here, but we got through it. And yeah, these numbers probably would have been at like 120,000 in profits had this not happened. But I don't care. You know, this is part of it. This is part of selling in a marketplace like Amazon, where you're in Amazon's jungle. You just have to go through that. But if you're someone who's watching this, who's going through something with Amazon right now, just know that even though you're going through a bad month or so with them, like, you will get through it if you obviously, you know, hire the right people and have the right help. And I'm here to help you as well. If you need help, I can send you to the right people as well. But, you know, you do get through it. You can see the numbers started increasing quite dramatically not that far after, once we had sorted that out. So I hope that this has brought motivation or realistic numbers, or just helped somebody. And yeah, so for those of you who have not yet subscribed to my channel, it really helps me grow the channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe. And if you do, you should also click on the notification bell so that you know when I bring out a new video. And if you're not in my Facebook group, I really, really suggest that you look for the link down below and join our Facebook community, where I share templates and a lot of contacts that I know from the industry, and just a lot of information. I also every 2 weeks or so do a live Q&A there, so you should really join. And for anyone who is in need of one-on-one coaching, I do one-on-one coaching, and I will put a link to my website below as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask below, and I will see you all in the next video.